Hi, welcome back. I'm Shirley Jackson, and this is the Clever Artist Show. We want to thank our sponsors, Artistic Treasures, who are located at 142 Cabarrus Ave East, Concord, North Carolina, 28025. Their phone number is 704-782-5381. Once again, their phone number is 704-782-5381. Today joining me is a very dear friend and a very, very talented artist. And her name is Sipp. Hi, Cindy.
Hi, Shirley. Thank you.
And one thing I want to do before we get into a whole lot of information, please tell people how to get a hold of you.
Well, there's two ways. You can come and see me at the Artistic Treasures. I'm in one of the booths. So you have to go through all the vendors to find me, but I am the one that has some beautiful quilts in the background.
So in other words, you're hidden in the store.
Yes. I'm a hidden treasure.
There you go. You're the hidden treasure. By the way, we have a hidden treasure. You have to find her. She's located somewhere in the store. We won't tell you where. No, I'm just teasing.
Also, I work out of my home. I have a studio in my home, and that is at 983 North Salisbury, GQ Avenue in Salisbury, North Carolina. And you can reach me at 716-490-1654. Yes, that is a 716-490-1654.
Now, you also have a Facebook page, which you admitted to me that you hardly ever use. But we're going to change that, right?
Thanks, Shirley. Oh, you're going to be my mentor. Yes,
oh, you're
we're
welcome.
going to change that.
Okay, so tell people your Facebook page.
And my Facebook page is Center of Creation on Facebook. I don't, see, this is how new I am to this whole Facebook stuff. So we're going to change it.
Yes.
Center of Creation is what I know it is.
Right. And it's Center of Creation, but there's no gaps, and it's just all one word, correct?
I believe so.
Well, no, I'm asking because when people look at my website, it's the, and then the little minus sign, clever, the little minus sign again, artist.com. So when people try to find me, they type in the Clever Artist, all one word, but it doesn't come up. So I have people asking me, well, what is the name of your website? But my Facebook page is like yours. It's all one word, the Clever Artist. So
if they can't find me that way, they can find me under Cindy Sipp.
Okay.
So they'll get to me one way or another till I get my.
You know I'm going to get a lot of phone calls, right?
Yes. Don't worry, Shirley will direct you.
Yes, I'm the director of all the phone numbers and the websites.
Well, you know what? We wear many hats. Us as women, we wear many hats. So.
Well, you know, really, it's not just us women. I think it's artists in general. We have such a creative mind and a creative aspect that regardless of whether we're male or female, the artists, we wear many hats. We are the creative portion, we're the hobbyist, we're the business person, we do all of our marketing, we do all of our sales, we do all the packaging, the shipping. I mean, seriously, we actually do and have so many different hats. There's days where I go, okay, it's time to ship, time to put on this hat, and I'm in shipping mode, you know, and everything is packaged up nice and neat, and, you know, to make sure that it's ready to go out, make sure it's not damaged. And then once it's damaged, I kind of go, okay, that hat's off, it's time to go into another mode.
Absolutely.
So, but let's say this. I know you have some really pretty articles on you today. A beautiful jacket. Now, you have a beautiful jacket and also this gorgeous, gorgeous little, what is this, a shawl? Not a shawl.
It's a scarf.
A scarf. It tells you how much I wear them, right? I don't even know the name of it. Here, let's see. It's beautiful. It's red and it's white and gray and black. Actually, it's really pretty. I mean, there's times where I've seen those and I've seen people wear them, and they look really good on them. But I tried one time, and I'm such a fluffy person that my I have a short neck, so it made me look like I had no neck whatsoever. and that's not good because it just looks like my body, and then here's my face. You know.
Well, personally, this scarf was actually a gift from my home ec teacher. She was one of the blessings of my early years in my creativity. And in high school, in home ec, if you didn't finish a project, you didn't get a grade.
Awesome.
And to this day, after 30-some years, I still keep in touch with her.
Oh, how wonderful.
And she's just a sweetheart, and you know, she's like a second mom. And so this was a gift to her, or from her. I personally don't make these.
Oh, well, see, there we go.
One of my other dear friends does, so, you know, if they really want one, it can be created.
And just contact Cindy, not me, so that way if you do want one of these scarves, then you know who to contact. All right, so what do you do?
Well, I do have other scarves in my booth at Artistic Treasures. I have some hand-painted scarves, or hand-dyed scarves.
I was going to say, I didn't know you painted.
No, I don't paint.
I was going to say, that's next to me.
They're hand-dyed. And so those are there. I have some purses that are handmade in there, also in my booth as well. They are actually machine washable, with many pockets on the inside, because us as ladies never have enough pockets to keep things organized. And that is one thing, that's one of my pet peeves, is I hate going to the register and digging through a purse. I just want to be able to reach in and get what I need. And so I created these. I created enough pockets that everything can be stored and accessed easily. And also, you know how us women are. We always get something spilled or dumped in our purse, and it's like, how do you clean this up? You take the bottom out and you toss it in the wash.
Well, here's the funny part. It's not just me that does it, but sometimes my grandkids. I have a grandson who's 3, and he thinks that my purse is a toy.
Oh, yeah.
So one day he takes this bottle of soda, and the cap wasn't all the way on it. So he sticks it. He doesn't just, it wasn't upright either. He didn't just, politely put it in there. He dumps it upside down, and he looks at me and goes, "Oops." And I just want to go, that wasn't an oops. that was, let's destroy Grammy's purse while we have a chance. So, so it's not just us. If you have kids or grandkids, you never know what's going to happen to your purse.
Or you slam on the brake and the purse goes flying off the seat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Along with, we won't mention hot dogs or something you may be, having, in your car while you're driving.
Yeah.
Yeah, we won't mention those things either. We're supposed to be on diets and losing weight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But the one thing I admire about you is that you make quilts.
Yes.
And they're not just thrown together quilts. They are very detailed with designs in them. And, these are quilts like you would have found 50, 60, 70 years ago or more.
Yes, I'm not a traditional quilter. I go from tradition to modern. And so I love to do custom work for people. That's what I prefer to do than just having quilts in my booth or at a location, maybe at a craft fair or wherever, to sell, because I want you to have that perfect color or that perfect design or whatever element you need in your quilt. And they're all from baby size all the way up to king size. So there's just a variety.
Now, how long have you been quilting?
I've been quilting for 21 years.
That's a long time.
I started out making clothes for my children. When they were little, I could literally take a yard of fabric and make a little shirt and a pair of shorts for my boys out of a yard of fabric, because in everybody is in a tight budget.
Right.
I could take a lot of 1 yard of fabric and make a lot of outfits. And then I'm like, well, what do I do with my leftover remnants? Well, one of my girlfriends says, well, why don't you make a quilt? I'm like, well, how do you do that? And she told me how to do a quilt. She's got me started. In 8 hours, I had my first quilt done.
8 hours?
I was bitten. They call it bitten by the bug. When you
Really?
have a quilting bug and you love it, it's now your passion. And I had my first one done. Yes, it was only tied. It wasn't hand quilted or anything. And it was just squares put together. But you know what? My boys still have that quilt today.
Oh, how wonderful!
Yes. And so that's what got me started. And then I worked at a quilt shop. I moved from Western New York about 4 years ago. And so I started working there, and it was just like, oh, I just found my passion and my love. And it's like, I just want to be able to do this full time. And so it's been a wonderful trip.
Now, the one thing about regardless of whether it's quilting or some type of art form, most people will tell you that you either instantly love it or you instantly hate it and wish that you had never ever saw those items ever. So the one thing that I really, really admire about you is that you take not just quilts, but you take